Okay. Okay, I will start. Okay, hi everyone. Thank you, Tony and Fritz, for hosting this webinar. So let me introduce myself again. So my name is Ken. I am the Associate Student Regional Manager for Southeast Asia at Langara College. So today I will talk about our program. So before I start, let me reshare it because there will be some video. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I will talk about our program and our location and so on and so forth. So for Langara College, we are located in Vancouver City, British Columbia province. As you might know, Canada is ranked number 9 for the largest GDP in the world. Vancouver is one of the most livable city in the world also, and we are on the third biggest city in Canada. Our population is around 2.5 million, and for Vancouver itself, we are very multicultural city. 22% of our population are born overseas, so they are not born in Canada. And we have a lot of international flight coming from Asia. As for the median age of Vancouver, we are at average of 42 years old. There will be a lot of opportunity for international students to look for a work after upon their graduation. Okay. um, Next, this is about the Vancouver climate. So our climate, you can see on the bold orange line, which is we are the most mild temperature compared to other city in Canada. We are rarely to get snow on the winter. So the snow, it will be depends on the situation that year. So if we have snow, then that means our temperature will go below 0 degree. Yeah. But normally, we are on the winter we are above 0 degree. Facts about Langara College. Langara College is we are one of the public college in Canada. We have been established since 1970, which is we have been 50 years old in the teaching industry. We have 130 programs and we have 1,700 courses in regular studies. Our annual enrollment is around 23,000. Out of 23,000, we have around 6,000 international students coming from 93 countries. As for Philippine students, our Philippine students rank number 9 in terms of the population in Langara College. So it's quite a huge number of Philippine students. As for location, you can see on the PowerPoint, the black line is our public transportation, which called is SkyTrain station, SkyTrain. Yeah, so our main campus is basically strategically located very close to the SkyTrain, which is only 5 to 10 minutes walking distance. And then from the SkyTrain, you can from there you can access to a lot of places, such as if you want to go to downtown, it's only and UBC, it's only 15 minutes. If you want to go to international airport, it's 10 minutes. So it's very accessible for students. Yeah. And this is an overview of our campus. So basically, our campus was surrounded by a residential area. So it's a very conducive environment for students to study at our campus. Within our campus, we provide all the facility for the students, starting from the classroom, laboratorium for sciences, computer labs, yeah, gym, cafeteria, library, clubs activity. We have all the facility for the students. Clubs and activity, we have a lot of clubs and activity. It's around 100 plus clubs that you can join. And we have also specifically clubs for certain faculty. So like example, for the faculty of business, we have digital marketing clubs. So in certain faculty, they have their own clubs. So you can also join the clubs based on your faculty. At Langara College, we are categorized our program into three kind of program. First is a university transfer program. It's more for undergraduate students. And then secondly, bachelor degree. Yeah. And then third will be career program. Okay. First of all, we will talk about the university transfer program, or we call it associate, associate degree program. So associate degree program is a 2 years program that can be taken at college, and later on you student can transfer to the university on the third and the fourth year. For earn undergraduate or bachelor degree in Canada, student need to finish around 4 years with the 120 credits. Okay. With the program of associate degree, that means the 60 credit can be taken at college before they transfer to the university. This is the program. This is the subjects or the majors that we are offered. Yeah. As you can see, for science program on biology and computer science, there will be a co-op available. So it will be optional. Student can take it. Student may not take it as well. So not all the program have a co-op program. So as for the associate's degree, it's only biology and computer science have co-op program. So where our student mostly transfer to, if you are looking here, this is kind of a like a statistic or where our student go. So the top three the student go will be within the British Columbia province, which is will be UBC, University of British Columbia, SFU, Simon Fraser University, and University of Victoria. That's the top three. This program associate degree was actually exist in the British Columbia province. So if the student want to transfer within the British Columbia province, it will be much more easier because it was supervised under the BC transfer guide. So we can easily track down, like if you're taking these courses at Langara College, how many credit you will earn, and you can carry on to UBC or SFU. If the student want to transfer outside the British Columbia province, if is it possible? Yes, it's possible. But the process will be much more, we will say much more manually. So if let's say the student want to transfer to University of Toronto, then the student need to first, they need to do their own research. What is the prerequisite subject for the first 2 years of the program that they want to take? And then after that, they will communicate with our advisor at campus, and then they will see if they can take most of the subjects at our places. When they are about to transfer to the university, the student need to submit their application form to the university, the transcript, and also the syllabus. And then from there, the university will decide how many credits that the student can bring from college to the university. Okay. As for second one, we offer a bachelor degree, which is a 4 years program, and the student can finish at Langara College. Okay, so the two program that we are offer is Bachelor of Science in Bioinformatics, which is a combination program between biology and computer science, and then secondly will be Bachelor of Business Administration, which is we offered specialization or major in accounting, international business, business management, and marketing management. So that's the four concentration that we are offer for the BBA program. Okay, so the student will finish it at college for 4 years, and of course, if you ask me like, what's the uh, pro for taking the program at our places is of course affordable tuition fee compared to if you are going to the university. Okay. So the next one will be career program. So career program is a program that preparing students for a workplace or to go into the professional industry. Okay, this program is very hands-on, so it's very practical, and most of the teacher also is a practitioner or the professionals people. So they have been in the industry for certain of years. Okay, or they are a master student and so on and so forth. Yeah. So there will be a lot of aspects. So for the 2 years of diploma programs, this is the area. This is not all. This is a majority of our program, but you can actually see it on our website for the complete list. So this is a 2 years program for students can take, yeah. And if you ask me if this program is popular among the Philippine students, yes, there are some program are popular among the international in the Philippine students. Let's say like diploma in kinesiology, and then we also have early childhood education, yeah. And then we have also gerontology. So this program it's popular among the Philippine students or the students that are want to switching their career if they already earn a bachelor degree in Philippines or in other countries, and then they decided that they want to change their career to certain area, and the student can consider to take the diploma program. Okay. And then the next one, this is the most popular program that was taken by the Philippine students, so the post-degree diploma program. So this is all the list of the program that we have. We have a business, which is a BBA, business administration program, and then marketing management, accounting, web and mobile, data analytics, health and safety, nursing practice in Canada, and supply chains and logistics. In normally, Langara College have 3 times of intake, which is January, May, and September. You might see here, it will be depends on the program, which intake is available for the program. Okay. If you ask me among these all program, which program is the most popular among Philippine students, it will be business admin, marketing, nursing practice in Canada, and supply chains. That's the top four. Okay, that's the top four that the Philippine student usually choose. Um, business admin and the marketing management is it's kind of very popular among international students as well. So our suggestion is basically for all students that are interested in post-degree diploma program, you need to apply as soon as possible uh, when you are ready to submit the application, because for this program we have our limit of accepting students. So we have limitation on the seat availability. Okay. For nursing practice in Canada and supply chains and logistics, it's a competitive admission process. So the admission will choose the student based on their documents on their qualification, and there will be an online interview for that two program. Okay, for nursing and supply chains. As for business and marketing, it's based on first come first serve. So if you submit your application earlier, then you might get the seat as well. But if you submit it a bit later, then you might not get the seat. Okay. Nursing practice in Canada, it's a program. It's a bridging program for students that are want to practice their nursing in Canada. So this program are required you to have your bachelor in nursing, of course, or a 3 years diploma in nursing, and then you need to have your nursing license. Uh, it need to be like the most recent nursing license, and then you need to have at least a 3 to 4 years of working experience. You need to have your IELTS, and you also need to do the online interview. Okay. For nursing and supply chains and logistics, most of the students are failed on their online interview. So my suggestion is please practice. If you are interested in this program, you need to practice your interview before you actually start the real interview. So there will be a time you um, be given the link, and then you can see, oh, okay, this kind of a topic that I need to talk about, and then you might need want to practice before you actually click on the link and start the interview. Okay. So this is the approximately tuition fee starting from our associate degree diploma program and post-degree diploma program. All the one that I put here is all in 2 years. So this program actually, this tuition fee actually depends on how many credits you've taken per term. Yeah, because at Langara College, 1 year we have 3 terms. So each term is around 4 months, and each term you will take how many subjects or how many credits, and the tuition fee will be calculated based on that. Okay. For living cost is approximately around 1,500 to 2,000 Canadian dollar per month in Vancouver. And again, it's based on how do you spend your money, and then where do you stay, and then how like if you go out, if you take out a lot of food or you buy food from outside, then it will cost you more. If you cook, then it of course it will be saving you a lot of money as well. So it will be depends on the student, but normally it's around 1,500 to 2,000 Canadian dollar per month. So at Langara College, our class is a small size classes, so it's around 32 students within one classes. And as for the university transfer program, we have been transferring students around 3,500 for per year to the university that the students aim for. And of course, the other reason will be a reasonable tuition fee compared to you go to a university. Yeah. So at Langara College, we have our own co-op department services. So the co-op department services is providing you a lot of workshop, such as like career coaching, resume review, interview practice, yeah. And then before pandemic, we also will host such as like a career event, career fair, and then PDD morning mingles, yeah. We will provide that before the pandemic, but I believe in 2022 we might get back to the normal situation. Okay. At this department as well, we have services called Job Board C3. So Job Board C3 is a platform that can be used by the current students and alumni to look for a job, and the job will be starting from like part-time, full-time, yeah, it will be listed there based on the company advertisement. So each company that want to put in their advertisement, they have their own access to the platform, so they can just put it regularly. Okay. As for the co-op program, it's mandatory or optional. So there is certain program is a mandatory. So let's say PDD in business administration and marketing, it's a mandatory for do the work experience term. As for the others, such as like accounting, yeah, and web and mobile, it will be optional. Okay? So it's based on the student if they want to take it or not, but for certain program it will be mandatory. For supply chains it's mandatory, but it's for the co-op will be unpaid co-op because we are the one who place you into the program for supply chains and logistics. As for nursing, there will be no co-op because you will do the practical. So it's kind of like a practice nursing on the campus. Okay, this is the example of the timetable. So if you do a 2 years of diploma program or associate degree, the co-op will be taken in between of your studies. So it will be term 3 and term 5. Because for the diploma level and the associate degree level, after doing the co-op, students still need to finish or end their program in school. So basically on term 6, you still need to go back to campus. As for the post-degree diploma program, it's a bit different. So the work experience will be taken at the end of your study. So you will do all the academic first. Let's say if it's a business, for example, it's a four academic term, and then after that, on the term 5, you will do your work experience term. So that's the difference between the diploma or the associate degree and the post-degree diploma program CoOp option. Okay. So at Langara College, we do not have dorm. We do offer Langara offer a homestay. So student can choose to stay at the homestay. So it's up to you. Majority of a Philippine student, because when they are enrolled in our program, they are a mature student, so they are above 19 years old, or so they usually will look for their own place to stay. But if you don't have anyone at Vancouver and you want to stay at our homestay, you also will be welcome. But for the minimum stay at the homestay is 2 months. Okay. So the homestay will be a Canadian family, which is they are PR or a citizen. You will get your private room, yeah, of course, one bedroom by yourself, and then meals provided, which is 3 times a day. Okay. For financial awards, yeah, or scholarship, we do not have an entry level scholarships. So the scholarship that you can look for when you are already when you are already finished your first term with us. So after finish your first term with us, you will be able to apply for a scholarship on the second term, third term, and onward. Okay. The scholarship is a merit-based scholarship. So basically, you will need to have a GPA or yeah, a GPA is around 3.0 to 3.5. So that's usually the minimum requirement for the scholarship. The scholarship is will be a discount to your toward your tuition fee. So usually the amount it depends on the type of the scholarship. You will read the instruction and then you will apply for it. So the scholarship is not automatically. So if let's say you get it on the second term and then on the third term, you need to reapply or resubmit or look for another scholarship that are available. So it will be every term you will need to submit your application for that. Okay. So for the admission requirements for our program, the admission requirement that you need are you need to successful completion of a high school, yeah, and then or you need to successful completion of your university degree. So if it's for post-degree diploma program, then it's a university degree. For diploma or associate degree or certificate program, it's a high school completion. Okay, and then secondly, you will need your meet your English language requirement because we do not waive in IELTS for Philippine students. So you will need to take English language requirement such as like English IELTS academic or IBT TOEFL. Okay. And then you need to submit additional program requirement if the program are requested for you to take to submit an additional program requirement. So the program additional program requirement, the example will be nursing practice in Canada and supply chains, which is you will be asking to do an online interview. So that's the meaning of the additional program requirement. Or if you want to take, let's say, web and mobile, then usually the faculty will ask you, will look into your transcript and they will see if you have been taking mathematics class. Okay, so that's kind of a additional program requirement. As for the application process, I won't be talking in details because all the process will be held by the Access Direct. But I will mention a bit about the deposit that you will need after you receive your offer letter. So after you receive your offer letter, especially for post-degree diploma program, you will have 10 days to accept the offer. So to accept the offer, you have two options. You can pay a deposit of 6,000 for regular visa, yeah, regular study permit, or you can pay 12,000 Canadian dollar for your SDS study permit. Okay. The last one, I will share you a little bit of testimonial from our student that she is doing a post degree business of administration.
Hi everyone, I am Christine, born and raised in Manila, Philippines. I am currently on my fourth term in Langara under post-degree diploma in business administration. I'm so elated to share with you all a part of my Canadian experience. So, back in Manila, I already had been working for 10 years and I felt the need to do an upskill. And so it's very timely that when I visited my family here in Canada, I fell in love with the place and also with the people. Canadians being nice is not a myth, it is true. And so, when I went back to Manila, I've decided to enroll in Langara and process my papers, and so is my student visa. And so, I very fortunate to got my student visa approved. During my first term in Langara, I took advantage of iGuide mentor and mentee program, and my mentor played a big role in my adjustments here in Langara and also in my life in Canada in general. I am currently working in Canadian Credit Union Association as part-time program administrator because as a student I am allowed to work 20 hours per week. I'm pretty sure if you have further questions, our international student coordinators are very much happy to do assistance for you. Hi everyone.
Okay. Thank you for listening to my presentation. So I think now we will go into the Q&A session. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Ken. Okay. Now, hi everyone. My name is Fritz, and I'm with Access Direct Visa and Travel Services. We actually invited you today because we believe you're looking for an opportunity on how to be able to come to Canada, right? So there's actually a lot of ways to achieve your Canadian dream, and one of that is through the Study in Canada pathway. So this is the reason why we're having this webinar. So we've invited our partner, Apply Board, and our school representative to share about the school, the programs that are being offered, and the requirements needed to get accepted. So since the presentation is done already, if you have questions, please do not hesitate. We are open now for question and answers, Tony.
Yes, someone has directly messaged me. Hello, I'm a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Accountancy. Am I qualified for the PDD accounting course, Kent?
Yeah. So if the student are graduated from the Bachelor of Accounting, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, you are qualified for the PDD accounting. There will be additional program requirement as I mentioned before. As I mentioned, like web and mobile. This for accounting is as well. They will look into your transcript of record if you have an mathematics subjects have been taken on the bachelor program. And you need to score at least 65% on the mathematics subjects. But yes, you are eligible for applying for the PDD accounting. And our PDD accounting is a CPA accreditation, CPA British Columbia accredited. So after you finishing your PDD program, there will be you will still need to take at least 4 courses or and a work experience before you actually taking this the examination for the CPA.
All right. Thank you so much, Kent. Now, another question here from like everyone would like to send me direct messages for a question. I believe they're shy. I am a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering without work experience. What are possible programs that would is suitable for me?
Okay, so It depends on what do you prefer for the students. You can take the business program, or you can choose other program, even on the diploma program that actually suit you. Or yeah, or some there are some program in the continuing studies faculty,
Mhm.
but you will need to check at the website. But I think majority student, they will aim for the business for the beginning, because it's also suit the students when they are about to go into the work field.
All right. Now, next question here is about the healthcare coverage. Is it already part of the total tuition fee that was indicated a while ago?
No. So for the insurance, it was a separate insurance. So student when they arrive in Canada and on campus, then the student will be helped by our team to purchase what we call MSP. So it's a medical student planning insurance by the government. So you will need to purchase it by yourself later on when you arrive. Before you entering Canada, because the MSP only will be purchased after you arriving in Canada, then student will purchase a travel insurance that cover them with 2 million Canadian dollar. So it will be a private insurance company called GuardMe. It was stated on our website, and student can purchase that when they are about to travel to
Okay. Can they also include their spouse or dependent if they wish to bring their spouse and dependent?
Canada. For the insurance,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think yes. I think yes, but I think it will be a different type of insurance. So, it when they are if they are bringing their spouse and other kids and spouse and kids, of course, when they are travel, then they need to cover the family first with the travel insurance. And then when they arrive at the campus, they need to mention to our team that they are actually having a family here, and then they bring their family. So which type of insurance they need to purchase?
All right. No, okay. No, everyone's sending me direct messages already. That's fine if you're shy to send them like to everyone. Now, I am a nurse, a graduate nurse, but I was not able to pass the licensure here in the Philippines. Would I still qualify for a program in your school?
Yes, you are qualified as long as you have your bachelor degree. But the thing is, you cannot apply for the PDD nursing practice in Canada, because part of the requirement of nursing and NPIC, nursing practice in Canada, you need to have your nursing license. So you won't be able to apply for that program, but for other program, you will be able to apply. So let's say you want to apply for early childhood education, you are eligible for that. You want to apply for business program, you are eligible for that, but just not the NPIC program.
All right. So for the NPIC, they need to be a license here in the Philippines.
Yes, and usually our admission will look into their working experience, like how
Mhm.
long have been they have been working as a nurse.
All right. Next here, I am a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Psychology without work experience, but I have 2 years in Doctor of Medicine. What would be the best option or program for me?
Again, I will say the student need to like look into specifically our program. If you look into something like related to health, then the option is only nursing practice in Canada for the PDD program. But if you want to consider other programs such as like gerontology, diploma of gerontology, kinesiology, education, early childhood education, or even though you want to do business, then you are eligible as well. My suggestion, please go to the website and look into it, because what kind of program you are interested in, of course you need to know first, like if it's if it will be suit you or not, because we as I mentioned, we do not have a specific program for all program, so it will be depend on what the need of you before you applying or applying to to our college.
All right, thank you for that. Now, what are the possible work opportunities for international students in around the campus of Langara or within the city?
If it's for work, as a part, I assume this is about a part time. Yeah.
I believe
Uh,
this is
yeah.
about part time.
So if it's about for part time, so it depends on how where do you look for it, because for Canada, you can do part time outside campus. So you can do if you mostly our students, because if you want to look a part time at the company, it's kind of hard. But if you want, but most of our students will do like a barista, cashier at the restaurant or convenience store, and so on and so forth. So that's the common part-time job that the student can do. And at campus, the common job that the student get, it's a tutor. So they can become a tutor for math tutor. But for tutor, it's usually it will be by invitation by the instructor. If they see the student is capable enough and have a good mark on their program, then the schools, the faculty or the teacher will ask them to become a tutor for junior students.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Okay.
if you can find a job in library, you can do it as well, or other faculty, other department in at Langara College as well.
All right. Now, and I have question here, Fritz. I believe this is for Access Direct.
Mhm.
Would you help us in processing for open work permit and looking for schools for my kids?
Yes, with Access Direct Visa and Travel Services, the processing for the visa processing, that's already part of our service, as well as communicating with the schools through Apply Board. We will be helping you with that also in applying for LOA, or letter of acceptance. For finding schools for your kids, yes, we can also do that. If you already have an idea on which school that you wanted to um, enroll your kids, we can actually just do that and find or search via online. It's very simple.
Okay. Now, next is the change of industry. I am an IT graduate and would like to submit an application for program related to hospitality or culinary. Is that possible, Kent?
Okay. So for us at Langara College, unfortunately, we do not have hospitality program or a culinary program. If you want to still want to enroll at our places, then the best suggestion is applying for marketing management, PDD in marketing management, or in business administration. So that's the two best program, and it's related to business program.
So the duration of your PDD again is 2 years.
Yes, all our diploma and PDD, it's a 2 years program. So student will be eligible for the PGWP after up to 3 years.
All right, we have here from Leslie. Leslie, yes, you can please unmute yourself and ask a question.
Yes, hi Ken. This is Leslie. I just would like to ask because I'm interested in the supply chain program, but you mentioned there is an interview for that. Is that correct?
Yes, there will be an online interview.
Oh, okay. It's like you're applying also to that specific program. Is that correct?
Yeah, so how it goes for the supply chains is you submit your application with the complete application form that and all the documents such as their bachelor degree, transcript of record, English requirement, and then after that, after you submit it, our admission team will process and will look into your documents. Once you pass all the requirement for the document, the next one you will be asked to do the online interview. They will send you a link. So after you clicking the link, you will go into like a kind of like a portal where you can click start, and then they will record your interview. And on the link, it will be mentioned like what kind of topic that, or what kind of question that you need to answer on the online interview. An online interview can be only taken once. So after you click start, it will record, and then it will be sent to the admission team.
Okay, thank you, Ken, for giving me an idea. Um, well, actually, because I'm not so sure, I am an accountant, but bulk of my experience, most of my experience is 10 years in the procurement and supply chain industry. So would you recommend me taking that or like a business management course, for instance? I'm
Yeah,
also a
if
graduate of accountancy.
Okay, so basically, for if you see our post-degree diploma program, we do not require students coming from the same background as their study. Or if they like you are graduated from accounting, then we are not required you to take the PDD accounting. If you want to take the supply chains, you can. So actually, we give the freedom to the students to choose the best or the suited program for them.
I see. But do you have like for supply chain, procurement and supply chain logistics industry, are there a lot of jobs in Vancouver for that, like for that particular industry?
Yeah. So Vancouver is one of the port city in Canada. So that's why our program is very popular. So this
Oh.
program, to be honest with you, this program usually you will need to apply 1 year ahead because
Oh.
the program is very easily to get full. So we offered before we only offered two times of intake, which is January and September. But this year we open up for May 20 for the next year we open up for next May 2022. January is already full. Uh,
Oh.
May is almost full.
Almost
I
full.
think it's about to get full as sooner or later. For September, you will be able to apply on October 2021. So
I
so
see.
this program is easily to get full. Because also, as I mentioned, for this for the most of the PDD program, we do have quota on the seat for international students. Yeah, and
I
supply chains and logistic, it's an unpaid co-op program. So unpaid mean we as a college are the one who place the student into the company.
Oh, okay. But is there an allowance at least, or it depends? No allowance. Okay.
So
All
it's
right.
like
Thank you, Ken.
it's pure like a practicum, like you practice in the real company.
Okay.
But but the easy way, we are the one who place you into the company. As for the other co-op program at our courses, it won't be us the one who place the student. The student need to find their own company to go into the co-op.
I see. But are there instances, Kent, wherein like the companies usually absorb I mean, some of their, I mean, like the interns or the students, if they
Yeah.
are good,
Yeah,
like they absorb
there
them.
are some cases like that, but if again, it will be go back into it will be the decision of the company. So there are some students after upon so when they are about to graduate from their PDD supply chain and logistic, they usually have already got a job offer from the previous company that they
I
are
see.
do the internship. Yeah, but
I
again, it's it's not 100%
yes, yes. I
guarantee. Yeah,
understand. And last, Ken, sorry, the tuition fee that you said, because it ranges from 25 up, right? That's for 1 year, meaning 3 terms already? Because you said you have 3 terms in Langara.
yeah. So each program, the one that I mentioned, it's around for 2 years program.
Around 2 years.
So yeah, so it will be depends on what program are you interested in. Let's say if it's in
If
supply
it's
chains and
like,
logistics,
yeah,
it I think the tuition fee will be around 25,000 for 2 years.
for 2 years. Oh, I see, I see. So, but unfortunately, it's not open already for January intake, right? And maybe,
January is already very full.
but for business management, Kent, is it still open for the January intake?
So for business, so
Yeah.
most of our PDD program for January, unfortunately, is already
Or
full.
oh, okay. So most probably I'll be applying for the May or May intake already.
May or September. The safest, the one that you definitely will get a seat or quota will be September.
September.
May at the moment is still we do not know the exact numbers of how many students or how many applications that have been processed because it at the moment it's not updated because there is a lot of backlog on the admission team.
Oh, okay. So like for example, if we apply, like how long is the processing? Does it take like usually a month or so before we get
At,
the reply?
yeah, at the moment it's around 8 months, 8 weeks.
8 weeks. I
Yeah.
see. One last Ken, sorry. Because I'm planning to bring my kid, my 7-year-old son. So, are there daycares there along? I mean, near the campus, and also because I believe the education for kids are also included, right? I mean covered. Are there also elementary schools near the campus?
I think that will be better for Fritz to answer because for that I'm not really sure. Yeah.
Okay, all right, it's okay. Thank you so much, Ken, for all the information. Very helpful.
You're welcome, Leslie. I wanted to answer that, Leslie, I mean, regarding your question
Ah,
about elementary school. Yes,
yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
I can actually check. Maybe you can just chat down your email address. So as soon as
Okay.
I get the information, I can, give you the information as well. I can email to you the details.
All right. Sure. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome.
I'll give you my email.
Thank you, Leslie, for that question. Is there any other from our attendees who'd like to speak and ask a question before I proceed with the live questions here?
I actually got a direct message
Mm-hmm.
from Diana. So she asked about the international scholarship. I believe I did mention about the scholarship. So the scholarship are not entry level scholarship. Scholarship need you can only it will be only can be apply after you have your first term result with us.
All right. Thank you for that, Kent. Now, again, with the what program here? What program should I take if I wish to become an IT analyst?
IT analyst.
Do you have a program related to IT?
For the PDD, in the PDD level, it will be web and mobile, but I don't think it will be related to IT analyst. In the continuing study program, we have a program called let me Internet and web technology, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a certificate program, so it's only 1 year program. We do not have specifically for if student want to do like an IT analyst.
All right. That's okay. Thank you so much. Now, Fritz, I believe you have to answer this question. Will Access Direct or Langara help us in looking for an accommodation?
Okay, yeah, for accommodation, it's also part of our service with Access Direct Visa and Travel Services. So, like if we are on the right time, so what I'm trying to say, the right time is like you're already waiting na lang for your visa to come, and then so that's also the right time for us to check online because everything can be found online. Now, just to give an idea as well, like what our previous students did like if you're familiar with Airbnb, right? So if you're familiar with Airbnb, you can actually book Airbnb, let's say for a week, and then once you stay there, that's the time that they actually roam around the area and find an accommodation that they can rent. Yeah, but to answer your question, yes, we will definitely help you because that's also part of our service, our assistance.
Okay, thank you. Now, Ken, you mentioned about you presented about programs that have co-op, and then there's a question here about how many months of duration will the co-op?
The co-op usually will be 300 hours, so it's 16 weeks. So it will be around one term.
Month, yep.
Yeah,
Long term is around 3-4 months.
3 to 4 months. Yes, correct.
3 to 4 months, right? Okay. Now, upon like you mentioned, 8 weeks of receiving the offer of letter, and is there a deadline where the student needs to pay the tuition deposit?
For PDD, so for the post-degree diploma program, it will be 10 days after the student receiving offer letter. They need to accept the offer. For diploma and associate degree, there will be no deadline, but I will suggest to pay within 10 days as well, because even though there will no deadline for that program, but for diploma program, it can actually get full.
Mhm.
So they might lose the seat
So
for the
it's
diploma
best to
program.
pay for the tuition deposit right away.
Correct.
Yeah. And then how much would be the tuition deposit needed to pay?
Uh, for um for the regular study permit, so normal study permit, it will be 6,000 Canadian dollar. As for the SDS study permit, it will be 12,000 Canadian.
12,000 Canadian dollar. Now, there's a question here on my end. All right, Fritz, I believe this is for you. Um, what's the inclusion about the advertisement of the 350K package?
All right, yes. Actually, for the 350 package, this is included already of the initial tuition deposit, like the 6,000 CAD, right? And that will also include our acceptance fee, the application fee, the visa processing, medical, and the biometrics fee. So that's the
Wow.
inclusion. So if you wanted to avail of the 350,000 package, you just have to make a down payment of 80,000 pesos. And as soon as you receive the offer letter, that's the time that you, the student, will be paying for the remaining balance, which is actually for your tuition fee, initial deposit.
Wow. So everything has been paid. We'll be paying like staggeredly. We all know that people here, like almost all Filipinos wants to pay a certain amount in a staggered payment plan. And then, hi ma'am, can you explain regarding the show money assistance, Fritz?
Oh yeah, for the show money assistance, that's actually offered exclusively to our students. But just to be honest with you, we do not suggest this. But if there's no other resort, if there's no other means, then that's the time we give you this as a suggestion. So this is for the show money assistance is actually for the purpose of bank certificate. Okay, now I actually noted my email address on the chat box. Maybe you can email me first, and then I'll respond to you with all the details about the show money assistance requirement.
All right, thank you, Fritz. Another follow-up question here. Since Langara is not able to waive IELTS, do you have yes, IELTS partner review centers?
Uh, I
This is
do.
for I'm sorry, Kent. This is for Fritz. I believe
Okay.
the question is for Fritz.
No problem. Yes. If you are, actually most of the students who are. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm confused. Like, are you asking about the review,
um,
online review? I mean, the
yeah,
review center.
review.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
So for review center, we actually have partnerships. So obviously, since this time is we're still in the pandemic, so everything is done online. So yes, we have partners review center.
Okay, thank you for that. Uh, any other questions from our participants? Let us know if you wish to unmute yourself and speak. What about on your end, Fritz? Does anyone have sent you a question directly?
No, no, I didn't receive any.
But I think if you do have follow-up question, feel free to communicate to Fritz and we'll relay the information to Kent. Now, thank you so much, Ken. Thank you so much for your time. Since we don't have any more questions, I won't prolong you here. Since it's a weekend, I know you also do have plans, but thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for your presence for this afternoon. Would you like to say something?
Yeah, I would like to say thank you for inviting me for Apply Board and Access Direct. As for the student, my suggestion will be please apply as soon as possible as you can to be able to get the offer from our college. So yeah, thank you for listening to me on this weekend.
Okay. Again, thank you so much for attendees. Thank you for your time. If you do have follow-up question or what, please email Fritz. He will also contact you for a one-on-one consultation to discuss the whole process from the start to finish and then how you can avail the 350 package. Okay, Fritz?
All right, so I think that's it. Ken, thank you so much for your time. And Mary Tony, thank you so much for our partnership. And guys, for you who wanted to start your Canadian dream, please start right away. Do not hesitate. So we could be able to help you and assist you, in the process. So again, thank you guys for attending, and you have a great weekend. God bless you.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Have a
Bye
great weekend.
bye.
Thank you.